My name is Matthew Sugarman, most recently professor at Georgia State College of the Arts. I've been a practitioner and teacher of lithography for the last 40 years. Lithography is a printmaking process in which a design is usually drawn onto a flat slab of limestone or a prepared metal plate and fixed by means of a chemical reaction. The process is based on the simple idea that oil and water don't easily mix. The first step in producing a lithographic print is to prepare the stone. The best and original stone used for lithography is Bavarian limestone from Solnhofen, Bavaria in Germany. The preparation process involves grinding two stones together face to face with an abrasive between them to achieve a smooth surface free of any scratches. Originally, sifted sand was utilized, but today artists use carborundum, which is silicon carbide powder made up of silica and carbon. This is not that different from the pure silica of the sifted sand that was utilized 200 years ago. The finer the carborundum that is utilized, the finer the drawing surface will be. The design for the lithograph could be drawn directly on the stone utilizing oil-based lithographic drawing materials, but usually the artist will make the drawing on paper first. Then the transfer of the image to the stone is made using a piece of Conti paper. Conti paper is covered with a non-greasy clay-based drawing medium. After transferring the basic properties of the image, the artist then elaborates on the design onto the stone utilizing lithographic pencils. Grease is the essential ingredient of any lithographic drawing material, but it is non-pigmented and it's too soft on its own. For this reason, the pencils are made up of grease, but also lampblack and wax for strength. Touche is a type of liquid grease and can be used on a lithograph to create a watercolor effect. Other effects might be achieved utilizing scratching or abrading of the image using razor blades, or a type of volcanic pumice called snake slip. Once the design is complete, the stone is ready to be etched. This is a process by which the drawing is chemically fixed to the stone. First, a layer of rosin to strengthen the drawing and allow it to withstand the etch is rubbed into the stone. Then, a layer of talc is used to mask the grease of the drawing, and this will allow the etch to stay over the drawn areas. Then a combination of gum arabic combined with a mild nitric acid solution is spread in a thin layer across the surface of the stone. The chemical reaction between the solution and the porous stone allows the grease from the drawn image to permeate into the stone. At the same time, the solution ensures that the undrawn areas of the stone will absorb water and will repel the printing ink. After etching, gum arabic is buffed down evenly into the stone so that it protects the undrawn areas and has been buffed off of the greasy areas. With the non-drawn areas now protected, the original drawing is then wiped away using a greasy solvent called lithotine. And a layer of asphaltum is buffed into the surface of the stone using cheesecloth. The asphaltum attaches to the areas of the stone that were originally drawn upon, and being very greasy, it allows them to roll up with ink quicker. Next, the surface of the stone is washed with water to remove all traces of gum arabic and is now ready for inking and printing. Ink is then mixed to the desired consistency and carefully loaded onto the roller. The stone is dampened with a sponge before the ink is then applied using the roller. The oil-based ink only adheres to the areas of the stone where the asphaltum is present and is repelled from the areas that absorb water. The dampening and inking of the stone is repeated until a desired foundation of ink is achieved. Too little ink will result in a light image, and too much ink can detrimentally and permanently darken the image. The stone is then placed with the image facing up on a flatbed lithographic press, and a damp sheet of printing paper is placed on top. The stone and paper are covered with a resin board called a tympan, and the pressure bar is lowered onto the tympan that covers the stone. The pressure bar ensures a smooth and even application of pressure across the surface of the stone. Once removed from the press and lifted off the stone, the resulting print displays a reverse image of the original drawing. A miraculous aspect of lithography is that every nuance of the artist's original grease drawing has now been transferred to an oil-based print.